lesson in lesson 1.5 guided notes is you'll be putting things in point slope form. The equation of point slope form, you have y minus y1 equals m, parenthesis, x minus x1. x1 and y1 are just coordinates or ordered pairs. M would represent your slope. You'll be putting two types of scenarios here in point slope form. Scenario 1 is you'll be given the slope n 1 point, and you will need to put that in point slope form. Secondly, you'll be given 2 points, and you will need to rewrite that into point slope form. And here's the steps to help you do so. These steps will be covered as we go throughout our examples. Example 1, you're going to write the point slope form of the equation of a line through the given point with a given slope. You are given your first ordered pair, 3, -3. The first thing that I would do here is I would go ahead and I would put your little subscripts up here. This being an x1 value, this being a y1 value. Your slope is -4/3. I'm going to go ahead and rewrite the equation for point slope. I like to have this right here so it's easy to look at and know what I need to substitute in for. So y minus, here's your y1 value. Putting that little subscript helps out up here, figuring out that my y1 value is -3. Your x1 value is 3, so -3. One thing that I could have done earlier in this problem right away is I could have gone ahead and I could have substituted in for m right away, since I know what m is. If you didn't do that, you can just erase it, or you can just rewrite it below. Your m value is your slope value, which is -4/3. From here, I'm going to go ahead and just simplify this down a little bit. I have y minus -3. This would give me a +3 equals -4/3. And we have x minus 3. That is your point slope right there. Example 2, if you check out example 2, it says write the slope intercept formula equation. That's not our focus today, so we're going to go ahead and skip over that. We'll touch on that tomorrow. So we'll turn the page. We have example 3. Example 3, again, the only thing we're focusing on today is writing things in point slope form. So in order to do this, I like to go ahead and put my subscripts on. x1, y1, and your slope. I like to rewrite this point slope equation so I know what to sub in for. We have y minus, this y1 value is -4, equals m is -3/4. And my x1 value is 4. Rewriting, we have x, the two negatives is a +4, equals -3/4, and we have x minus 4, and we have it in point slope form. Moving on to our last example. Our last example is a little bit different. As you notice in example 4, again, the focus is just putting things in point slope form today. In this example, we are given 2 coordinates. I'm going to go ahead and put my little subscripts on there. y2. Now, in order to do this, we need to have a slope. And we've talked about how to find slope. Slope equation is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Now I'm going to go ahead and draw my little template. and go ahead and substitute into the correct spot. So my y2 is 1. My y1 is negative 5. My x2 value is 4. My x1 value is negative 2. We have 1 minus a negative 5 is going to give us 6. We have 4 minus negative 2, which is going to give us 6. 6 over 6 would reduce to 1. Therefore, our slope is 1. Using this information, we're going to put it in point-slope form now. Point-slope equation, y minus y1 equals m parentheses x minus x1. Go ahead and substitute in y minus. My y1 value is negative 5. M, my slope, we just found that out, is 1. And we have x minus your x1 value, which is negative 2. Rewriting this, we have y, 2 negatives, is a positive 5, equals 1, parentheses, x plus 2. 2 negatives makes a positive 2. Note, you could also really write it like this, because multiplying by this 1 here is not going to get us anywhere. So there's also your point-slope equation. This concludes the